Hi, I'm Peter Vonal,
And I'm Tanya Kolar.
and today we are talking about powerful affirmations. Affirmations, they're very important when you attract goals, when you attract something which you really want to have in your life, and actually we are doing a lot of affirmations during the days, but having the right affirmations in the right way to say and so on, that's very important. So maybe you can tell a bit more, Tanya, in the beginning, because I love to continue later on.
Yes, absolutely. Affirmations are so important and are really vital to, helping you achieve and to manifest those goals and the desires that you have. Now, many people are using affirmations unwittingly in a negative way. So when you repeat something over and over, in your mind, doesn't have to be verbal, right? When you're repeating something over and over, you are affirming that. So if you keep thinking, well, I'm so clumsy. I'm so clumsy. I'm so clumsy. That's an affirmation. That's a negative affirmation. So you want to be mindful and start realizing, start to tap into your language, what you're saying to yourself, and how you're using affirmations. Because what you absolutely want to do is reinforce positive affirmations. So you want to start with something that you want, of course, and repeat that. But here's really the most important aspect of I think any affirmation is adding the component of emotion to that affirmation, because you're going to supercharge the affirmation. If you just repeat something, and if you repeat it for long enough, you will get the benefits, because you're starting to now to imprint the subconscious mind. You're going to rewire some of that bad programming that you have, and maybe that's linked to some of those negative affirmations. But when you can imprint the subconscious mind with that positive affirmation, you will start to create that. And again, when you add emotion to it, you are supercharging that affirmation. And it starts to now, you start to see that manifesting and coming into play. So you don't have to believe the affirmation initially, right? But you do want to maintain a positive mindset around that. And there's certainly some things that are going on in the brain when you're doing those affirmations. So I'll let you share some of that knowledge with everyone, Peter.
Of course, thank you so much. So I've learned when I got connected with the affirmations, I was being told, well, just write down your affirmations. So, for example, I am rich, I'm healthy, I'm happy, and so on and so on. And but something important happened in my brain because because when I did all these affirmations, something in my brain always said, forget it, forget it, forget it. That's not true. That's not true. And what happened in my brain? The amygdala, these are two little parts in our brain, left and right brain. They are telling you, well, that's not true. That's not true because there are plenty of reasons why it doesn't work. So what I've been taught then by Dr. Yussi and some other amazing people, ask questions. Because, well, for example, when I ask the questions, why am I so rich? What happened then in my amygdalas? That means that the amygdala is searching for an answer why am I so rich? And it will find always the solutions. And so there's no complaining anymore in my brain, because my subconscious mind is searching for the right answer. And the more I will repeat that, the more it's all about repetition, by the way. The more I repeat that, and I do that every morning, I have my affirmations every morning, why questions, and I love them and I know them by heart. And as Tanya already mentioned, having that by heart and being so emotional with these affirmations, that's the most important thing to bring myself in this frequency, in that energy where I already have achieved this goal. Because when I'm connected with this energy, how it feels to have it fulfilled, and how do I feel when I got this house, for example. Wow, exactly this house. I'm dancing and I'm screaming and I'm laughing and I can see the first part in this house together with Tanya, of course. And that's so amazing. And so I embrace the situation. And so I'm really, really on fire. And the more I do that, and I'm really convinced, why do I get this amazing house? So the amygdala will give you the answer. The amygdala will give you many reasons why I will get that. And that's why it is so important to ask the right why questions.
Yes, you want to ask yourself empowering questions. So, again, be mindful that you certainly don't want to ask a negative why. Why does everything not work out for me? Why are things so hard? Those are not positive, affirming affirmations for you. So ask those empowering questions that are going to serve you and not deter you from your goals and your desires. So again, you don't have to know or believe those affirmations initially, but through the repetition and through asking those empowering questions, you will start to be able to add the feeling towards that. That's going to come organically. You might have to work a little bit harder in the beginning to imprint the subconscious mind. And one of the best things to do is to imprint the subconscious mind just before you're going to bed, or just as you're waking up, in that sort of a dream state where you can now, your subconscious mind is more open to that knowledge, when you can tap into that. So start asking those incredible, empowering why questions, and you're going to start to see a shift, and you will start to believe those affirmations. So again, the amygdala is working out that problem, right? You ask that question, and by the way, that doesn't just have to necessarily be with an affirmation. That can be with something that you're struggling with and you just don't know the answer. Ask that why question, and the brain is going to start to work that out for you and help you find that solution. I've certainly done that many times. I've done that, let's say with writing. When I wrote my book, I was struggling with a chapter, and just before I would go to bed, I would start to think about it and why, like what's the next step for me, and then I would wake up and I'd have the answer, and now I could start writing, and that writing was fluid, it was easy, and that resistance was gone. So you want to be open to that, and again, the brain is working for you. Give it the right direction, and it's going to help to guide you. And again, that the amygdala, the 2 points, it's part of the limbic system of the brain, right? And so, it is a powerful, powerful tool when you can start to ask those empowering questions.
Of course. By the way, we are doing that anyway daily, asking these why questions, but as Tanya mentioned before, normally in a negative way. Why does that happen to me? Why? And the more I go into this negative part, the more I will attract these negative parts. So just change that. And I do that very often when I'm aware of when I'm aware of a why question which may be negative, I change that immediately into a positive why question, and that's so empowering. And I'm always finding the solution. So actually, sometimes I love challenges, daily challenges, and of course one of my why question is, why do I love these challenges so much? And the more I ask them, instead of, oh, I'm so fed up with all these challenges, change that. And why do I love these challenges so much? Because I love to be challenged, and so on and so on. Why do I love to be challenged? So ask yourself this question, and you will see what your answer will be. You don't have to answer this question for yourself. The amygdala will answer this question for you. And that's so important. Be aware you are using these negative why questions anyway daily. So change that into the positive way, and you will have incredible, powerful affirmations.
Excellent advice. Absolutely. Well said. So I think we all can benefit from, supporting ourselves, being on our side, getting those great positive affirming affirmations that are really going to help to guide you in the direction that you need to get to. So remember that you don't need to know the how. The how will reveal itself, but ask the why. And that's a great starting place for you. And no matter what those goals are, start with that why, and then you're going to start to see that things are going to naturally unfold in a way that you're going to release some of that struggle and the resistance that happens when you don't believe, when you're stuck in the doubt and the limitation. And so just remember that you're a human. You're going to have those moments where things don't feel so good, or as Peter said, you're in the challenges, right? But try to remember that if you can shift your mindset around that situation and realize that that turn that negative into a positive, you will see a dramatic shift in the things that unfold for you.
Of course. Why am I so happy? Why are you so amazing? Why do we are achieving so wonderful results? So this is the future for you when you are using these powerful affirmations. And please let us know how your life will has changed or will change, because we are really surprised, and be prepared to be surprised. So thank you so much for this video, and use that powerful tool from about powerful affirmations, and see you next time.
See you next time.